What if one book written nearly a century ago can still dramatically improve your career, your relationships, and your confidence today? In a world obsessed with quick hacks, viral tricks, and overnight success, one classic continues to quietly transform lives across generations. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Here's the truth most people overlook. Reading the book doesn't change your life. Applying the principles does. Millions have read this book. Far fewer actually practice what it teaches. And that gap between knowing and doing is where real growth lives. Today on Mindset Bloom, we're breaking down the most powerful lessons from this legendary work and translating them into modern, practical habits you can start using immediately. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some people naturally attract opportunities, cooperation, and trust, while others, often just as talented, struggle to build strong relationships. The core idea behind the book. At its core, Carnegie's philosophy rests on a simple but profound observation. Human beings are emotional first, logical second. We like to believe we make decisions based purely on facts and reason. But in reality, most of our reactions are driven by feelings like pride, fear, appreciation, respect, belonging. This insight changes everything. If you want to succeed professionally or socially, technical skill alone isn't enough. You must learn how to work with human psychology, not against it. Carnegie's work is not about manipulation or clever social tricks. It's about understanding what people deeply need and responding in ways that build genuine goodwill. When you internalize this mindset, conversations become smoother, conflicts become easier to navigate, opportunities start appearing more naturally. Let's walk through the principles that make this happen. Principle 1. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. This first lesson is uncomfortable because it challenges a habit many of us have developed without noticing. Criticism rarely creates positive change. When people feel attacked, their brain shifts into defense mode. Instead of reflecting on the feedback, they instinctively justify themselves. Even when they are clearly wrong, they protect their self-image. Carnegie observed that even notorious criminals often believed they were justified in their actions. That tells us something powerful about human nature. People rarely see themselves as the villain in their own story. So when we criticize harshly, we don't inspire improvement. We trigger resistance. This doesn't mean you avoid difficult conversations. It means you approach them strategically and respectfully. Compare these two approaches. You completely mishandled this, versus, I think we can improve this part. Want to review it together? The second approach preserves dignity while still addressing the issue. Socially intelligent people understand that protecting someone's self-respect often leads to far better cooperation than blunt criticism ever could. Mindset Bloom tip. Before offering criticism, pause and ask yourself, is my goal to be right or to be effective? Principle 2. Give honest and sincere appreciation. One of the deepest human cravings is the desire to feel important and valued, not flattered, not manipulated, genuinely appreciated. Carnegie draws a sharp line between flattery and sincere appreciation. Flattery is exaggerated and self-serving. Appreciation is specific, truthful, and focused on the other person's effort or character. People can almost always sense the difference. Unfortunately, many environments, especially workplaces, are starved of genuine recognition. People work hard, solve problems, and support teams, and hear nothing. Over time, motivation quietly declines. Joyful, influential people do the opposite. They actively look for things to appreciate. They notice improvements. They acknowledge reliability. They highlight contributions. And because of this, people feel safe and energized around them. Practical habit to build today. Use the specific appreciation formula. Be sincere, be specific, be timely. Instead of, nice work, try, I appreciated how clearly you explained that process in the meeting. It made things much easier for the team. That level of specificity makes your appreciation feel real and memorable. Principle 3. Arouse in the other person an eager want. This principle is the heart of influence. If you want people to cooperate, support your ideas, or take action, start with what they want. Most communication fails because it is self-focused. We talk about our needs, our deadlines, our priorities, our pressures, but people naturally care most about their own goals and concerns. Influential communicators step into the other person's perspective first. They ask, what motivates this person? What pressure are they under? What outcome would excite them? Then they frame their message accordingly. For example, instead of saying, I need this report by tomorrow, try, if we finish this by tomorrow, it will give you more breathing room before the next project starts. Notice the shift. The second version aligns the request with the other person's benefit. This is not manipulation, it's empathy in action. When people see how your request connects to their interests, resistance drops dramatically. Principle 4. Become genuinely interested in other people. Here is a social truth hiding in plain sight. People are most interested in themselves. That's not selfishness, it's human wiring. So the fastest way to build rapport is simple. Show real curiosity about others. Carnegie famously noted that you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than in 2 years trying to get people interested in you. Think about the most engaging people you've met. They probably asked thoughtful questions, listened without interrupting, remembered small personal details, made you feel seen. This is a learnable skill, not a personality trait. Mindset Bloom Challenge. In your next 3 conversations, aim to ask at least 2 meaningful follow-up questions. Examples. What got you interested in that? What's been the most challenging part so far? What are you most excited about next? These small questions create surprisingly deep connections. Principle 5. Smile, the simplest social advantage. This advice may sound almost too simple, but its impact is profound. Your facial expression sets the emotional tone before you speak. A genuine smile communicates warmth, approachability, confidence, openness. But authenticity matters. People are surprisingly good at detecting forced or performative smiles. Carnegie emphasized cultivating a positive inner attitude so the smile emerges naturally. Before entering a conversation or meeting, take a brief moment to relax your face and reset your mood. It's a small adjustment that can dramatically improve first impressions. Principle 6. Be a great listener. Many people believe strong communicators are those who speak persuasively and confidently. Carnegie disagreed. The most powerful communicators are exceptional listeners. When someone feels truly heard, several things happen almost instantly. Trust increases, defensiveness drops, cooperation improves, emotional connection deepens. Yet in modern conversations, true listening is rare. People interrupt, multitask, or mentally rehearse their next point while the other person is still speaking. If you want to stand out socially and professionally, master active listening. That means maintaining comfortable eye contact, nodding occasionally, avoiding interruptions, reflecting key points. Try the echo technique. Occasionally summarize what the other person said. For example, so the main challenge has been the tight deadline, right? This shows genuine attention and dramatically improves rapport. Principle 7. Remember that a person's name is important. Carnegie emphasized that a person's name is deeply tied to their identity. Using someone's name signals respect, builds familiarity, strengthens connection. Yet many people either forget names quickly or avoid using them altogether. Socially effective people treat names as valuable information worth remembering. Quick memory strategy. When you meet someone new, 1. Repeat their name immediately. 2. Associate it with a visual image. 3. Use it once naturally in conversation. For example, great to meet you, Daniel. This simple habit makes interactions feel more personal and intentional. Principle 8. Make people feel important sincerely. If we had to compress the entire philosophy of the book into one sentence, it would be this: make people feel genuinely important. Not through exaggeration, not through empty praise, through sincere respect and recognition. Joyful, influential people consistently uplift others. They give credit publicly. They ask for input. They acknowledge contributions. They treat people with quiet dignity, and because of that, people naturally want to support and cooperate with them. Important reminder: insincerity destroys trust quickly. This principle only works when it comes from a genuine place. Your goal is not to impress people. Your goal is to value people. Action plan. Let's step back for a moment. None of these principles require extraordinary talent. They require awareness, intention, and consistent practice. So here's your Mindset Bloom challenge for the next 7 days. Avoid unnecessary criticism. Offer one sincere appreciation daily. Ask better follow-up questions. Listen more than you speak. Use people's names intentionally. Small habits, practiced consistently, powerful long-term results. Because in the end, success is not only about your intelligence or technical ability. It's about how people feel when they interact with you. Master that, and you unlock a lifelong advantage. If this deep dive helped you see people's skills differently, subscribe to Mindset Bloom for more psychology-backed strategies on confidence, growth, and influence. Until next time, keep growing, keep connecting, and keep blooming.